Hey everybody, it's Brittany Saturn.
And I'm Bryan Belcher, and welcome to Forest Life. All right, we're back. We're back at it again after that cozy day yesterday.
What they don't tell you about National Lazy Day is that you have to work extra hard the day after to make up for all the things you missed. All right, I got a letter from Peaches, and she says, Dear Brittany, writing a letter seems a little old-fashioned, but also very mature. When I grow up, I want to be a woman who expresses herself clearly. My letters to you are practice. The scholarly Peaches.
Okay, well, good for Peaches.
Good for Peaches. You enjoy those scholarly...
Skull ding dong.
I was gonna say enjoy those scholarly pursuits, but instead I just growl like an animal into the microphone. Speaking of growling like an animal, today was the day that we bathed our cats.
Woo!
And one of them was really good.
The other one was not.
The other one is really bad.
So I'm just going straight up. Brittany bathed the animals.
Yeah.
I did not. I was asleep until Brittany was bathing Beans, and that was the one who was fine. But Frank was trying to rescue Beans.
Yeah, Beans was meowing a little bit, but she was being good in the bathtub. But she was meowing, obviously, like distressed. And Frank was like gonna knock down the bathroom door to get to her.
He was like,
I'll save you.
Yeah, which I'm kind of like, that's kind of adorable.
Yeah,
but he was also super loud while I was trying to sleep. So.
Yeah. So that's how I woke up Bryan today. The
second time
waking up. The first time was like at 9:30 this morning, and there was a spider in the bed with us because it is the season where the creepy crawlies are coming in the house.
And normally this would be a moment for me to freak out,
but I don't appreciate bugs crawling on me in the bed.
No, I was still asleep.
So I yelled at the spider, "Don't crawl on me!" and then smashed his little face into the sheets.
Yeah, we had to clean the sheets.
Now that's how I woke Bryan up the first time.
Yeah.
And then Bryan was like, "I'm going back to sleep." But I was
somehow I went back to sleep.
Yeah,
usually that
which is weird. Oh no!
Aww.
She's gonna be so mad. She's not gonna. Oh.
Aww.
Oh well. She should watch where she's going.
She should. No bamboozling here.
No bamboozling for me, at least. Hey, the fireworks starts tomorrow. I have to remember.
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brittany.
What are you going to tell me, Bryan?
I'm going to tell you about some national days.
Ooh.
So every day is a national something day, and God bless it, today's no exception. So, Brittany, we got a lot of national days today, and a lot of them were pretty fun.
What do we got today?
And we got one that's kind of dumb, but I'm gonna make it fun.
Okay.
First and foremost, today is National Garage Sale Day.
Ooh, we should have had a garage sale.
I know, we should have.
But you have to have those early in the morning.
And you also have to prepare for it. And yesterday was National Lazy Day.
I know. What? Who's running this show?
I know, right?
Can't celebrate both. I
know. Well, Saturdays and summertime are the perfect combination for garage sales. And that is why the second Saturday in August is designated as National Garage Sale Day. And on this day, you will see people finding great deals at these neighborhood sales. For those having the sales, this is a way for them to find new homes for items they no longer need. I wish I could wake up early enough to enjoy a garage sale, because that's the best way to buy old video games.
Well, you know what the easiest way to do that is? Just don't go to bed.
Just don't go to bed.
Just stay up.
Stay awake the whole time. I did that one time, remember?
Yeah, we do that all the time because of my weird work schedule.
Yep. Oh, look, Fuchsia's better.
She should have Frank and Beans for dinner.
Did you drop something?
But I found a lost item, so I'm trying to find its owner.
Okay. So, Brittany, what's your favorite thing to look for at a garage sale?
Something weird.
Okay, just whatever weird knick-knack you can find?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a sucker for just weird stuff. I may not buy it, but I appreciate the heck out of looking for it. Okay. And then obviously any retro video game stuff is really cool.
That's generally my go-to.
That's what you're on the lookout for, with you wanting to go yard selling, you're on the lookout for retro video games.
Can I find
specifically maybe some parents who are getting rid of some old video games with their kids left behind, and they just don't know what they have.
Oh man!
So they'll be like, "Oh, here's a Super Nintendo for $5 or something,"
I was so angry I missed on this deal. It was on Facebook Marketplace. I saw an old lady selling her Super Nintendo, her son's Super Nintendo, and all the games for $35.
Yeah. How many games did it come with?
It came with like 18 games.
Wow.
And every single game was worth more than that price individually.
Yeah.
It was like classics.
Yeah.
And I was just like...
But of course she was completely being bombarded, I'm sure.
I was the third person to hit her up. It had only been up for 2 minutes.
Oh, man. Well, at least she cleared that stuff out like she wanted.
Yeah. I hit her up so fast, and because I have like notifications for certain things.
Yeah.
And it's like, someone's selling a Super Nintendo, and I go and look at it.
Well, I made that mistake when I was younger. I was in high school, and I didn't really understand video game culture yet, I didn't understand that like retro video games are like more sought after sometimes than the newer games. And I was on my way to a trip, and we were selling we were having like a little yard sale at the art club, so everyone brought in some stuff from home, and I brought in my old Super Nintendo, which I never played anymore. I had my Super Nintendo with all the controllers and all the wires to hook it up or whatever. And about probably about 8 games. And I sold all of it for $10.
That's insane.
I know. But the only thing that makes me happy about it is that I did sell it to a dad who had some little kids. And they were really excited about their new video games. And so I was like, cool, at least it went to a family, you know? So those kids can enjoy video games.
Yeah, I did.
It's always, I guess you always feel worse when it's somebody who's going to end up buying a thing and then reselling it on eBay for a lot more money or something, but it actually just went to a family.
So I did the same thing, but with an NES. It was the only game system I ever really sold for the longest time. Oh, new catchphrase for him.
What should he say instead of grumble? He's grumpy. His name's Groucho. Should he say just Ducky?
Just Ducky?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't know. It's like when someone asks you how you are, and they're like, I'm just Ducky. I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy.
I've never heard anyone ever say that in my life.
Okay. I have.
Well, just have him say it. Now I'll hear it.
Just Ducky.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to start saying that now.
There's this lady I work with at work who says all the time. I'm always like, hey, how are you? And she's like, I'm just Ducky.
I've never heard that before. I kind of like it.
Well, he feels like a new man.
A new man. Groucho's a new man.
Is this your book? Is this your book? You dropped this, son?
So I sold my NES back when I was really upset about it too.
It is his book.
Oh, nice. And it was, I had the running pad, I had light guns, controllers, several games, right?
Yeah.
And I sold it all for $100, so I could go rebuy my Sega Genesis, because someone stole my Sega Genesis.
You forsook Nintendo for your Sega Genesis?
I played my Sega Genesis all the time.
What?
I should have saved my money, because that was the same year the Sega Saturn and PlayStation came out.
Yeah.
But I really wanted a Sega Genesis.
What you gonna do? I just want the old stuff.
I mean, at the time, I didn't really understand when game systems were coming out.
Yeah.
And at the time, Sega came out with a new console every fucking year. And I had no idea what was what. So there was the Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Sega 32X, and then the Sega Saturn came out every year in a row.
There's a lot of Sega stuff.
Yeah. So it was nuts. Plus the Saturn was when it came out, it was $400.
Okay.
So it was too much.
Too much.
I'll tell you what's not too much though.
What?
National Bowling Day.
What?
Yeah, gotta knock down some pins.
Out of control.
I know. So when it's possible, while it's possible that bowling-style games have existed in ancient civilizations around the world, we likely owe the modern game of bowling to the land of Germany. Kegels were used much like battens for protection for sport, and they would place them at the end of an alley and roll a stone, attempting to knock them down. It was believed that knocking down the kegel, their sins would be forgiven.
What?
Yep.
Perfect.
And now it's a sport on ESPN.
ESPN. Bowling.
Bowling. I actually really like bowling.
I think bowling's fun.
I'm just not good at it.
Yeah.
I have weak wrist.
You have weak bowling muscles.
My hands are not strong.
I have strong hands.
You do have strong hands.
Strong hands.
So my arm and everything else, that's good.
Yeah.
It's that flick with the wrist that you need to do like special moves.
Yeah.
Can't do them.
Bowling tricks.
Yep.
Our friend Jarris joined the bowling league.
He did. He got a shirt and everything.
When he first started at his job, I wonder if he still participates in that.
We should ask him.
It's probably just something off his bucket list, honestly. Man, I should have brought Red Flowers back over here.
Well,
damn it!
Brittany, you're not going to like this next one.
Oh, no.
Today is Raspberry Bomb Day.
How many more raspberries can they fit in this month? And this is a long month, too. This is the one with an extra week.
I know. All right, so...
Oh, do we want Freaking to move? Bird cry? That's what she says.
I know. We've got 2 of these, right? We got 2.
Yeah, we got Sprinkle.
Let's let Frigga fly.
You sure?
It's up to you.
All right, Frigga.
Aw. Bye, Frigga.
Bye, Frigga.
I'm actually going to miss Frigga.
Bird cry. That's okay. We'll probably see her on Main Street.
Fuck, that's the name of our new episode now.
Bird cry?
Bird cry.
Should I put clovers around this thing?
Yeah, if you can.
Or what should I put here?
I like clovers around it.
You think
That's a good
clovers
idea.
would be good? Okay. I'm sorry. You can continue with what you were talking about.
Oh, no. I thought you meant like the actual clovers.
We don't have actual clovers, Brian. We have to draw them.
Okay. Well, a raspberry bomb is a frozen summer delight that is sure to please your taste buds and would be a great finale to your meal. A typical bomb contains sherbet, heavy cream, sugar, chopped nuts, candied fruit, and a dash of rum. And it is layered in a spherical mold and frozen overnight, creating a centerpiece dessert.
Whoa, did you say rum?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I'm all on this.
Yeah, it looks pretty awesome. Out of all of the raspberry things, it's legit. Yeah, like, I'd eat that.
Yeah. That sounds great, actually.
It is booze ice cream.
Do you hate this?
Kind of.
Yeah, I don't really like it either.
All right.
I don't know what to put here, though.
Nothing. Just leave it be. So,
Can't.
We gotta have white space somewhere, Brittany.
Leave it be, Brian. What are you even thinking?
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, we'll leave it be.
Brittany, our last National Day usually is a lot more fun, but it hasn't been lately.
Oh, no.
Today is National Presidential Joke Day.
Every day is National Presidential Joke Day.
It feels like it lately. So instead of discussing the woes of our current state, I'm going to talk about
some president jokes. I'll tell my favorite president joke.
Tell your favorite presidential
that
joke.
I've told on
this is like the
show,
4th time you sold it.
Okay, what is Michelle Obama's favorite vegetable?
I don't know. What is it, Brittany?
Broccoli.
All right. So
that silences me just sitting here feeling super pleased with myself.
So today is supposed to be a day to celebrate just making fun of the president and lighthearted fun. And he's supposed to kind of like, he or she is supposed to take it in stride and just be able to make fun of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So,
you son
obviously
of a bitch.
Our current president can't take a joke. So let's talk about one that can. On this day, when it began in 1984.
Okay.
During a sound check for his Saturday evening radio broadcast, President Ronald Reagan joked, "My fellow Americans, I'm pleased to tell you today that I've signed legislation that will outlaw Russia forever. We began bombing in 5 minutes."
Wow.
Since 1982, the networks had agreed comments made during the sound checks were off the record. However, it was leaked to the general public, and CBS eventually broadcast a recording on its Monday evening report. Critics blasted Reagan as being unpresidential, and others considered the joke harmless under most circumstances. I think that's hilarious, and that is the reason why we make fun of our presidents. I think that's funny, honest to goodness.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If you are considered one of the most powerful people in the world, yes, you're going to joke about, like, all right, let's bomb the North Pole. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just, like, something that's obviously a joke.
Yeah. Well,
so,
people like to take stuff out of proportion.
They do.
Over everything.
And on top of that, like, Ronald Reagan was an actor.
Was he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was an actor from like the 60s. That's why people didn't take him seriously at first, because he was he was like the Trump of his day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except he was also the governor of California before being president.
Mm-hmm. So it would be like if Arnold Schwarzenegger became our president.
Yeah. Actually, it'd be just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Reagan was a little bit more liberal than most.
He was a Republican, right?
Yeah.
But he was like more on the liberal side of Republicans.
Yeah, the reasons why the Republicans liked him so much is because he was economically Republican. And he made rich people very rich.
Yeah.
So, got rid of a lot of taxes.
Reagan.
Which is why Bush Sr. had to raise taxes. Despite him saying he never would.
Well, I like my broccoli joke better.
I agree. Sorry, I got real there. You got real there.
And I'm just trying to water these pansies.
Well, Brittany, I'll tell you what needs some watering.
What needs some watering?
Some birthdays. Put some water on them birthdays.
Oh, if it's a water party.
Water party. All right, guys.
Water park party.
First and foremost, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us.
Yeah, dudes. Yeah, my dudes.
We got an eclectic set of people today to share your birthday with. First and foremost is Viola Davis. Viola Davis turns 53 years old today. Born in 1965. The acclaimed actress of stage, TV, and film who won a Tony Award for her performance in King Hedley II and Fences. And in 2014, she began starring as Annalise Keating on the TV series How to Get Away with Murder. And she won an Academy Award for her supporting role in the 2016 film Fences. You might probably know her best, though, from the Suicide Squad movie, where she is, I forget her name, and the character's name, but she's the lady in charge. She's, like, organizing the team.
Oh, okay.
And being badass and putting, like, villains in their place.
I'm a badass lady putting villains in their place.
Yep. This next one, though, we all know him. It is Chris Hemsworth, who turns 35 years old today. Born in 1983. He's the actor best known for playing Thor in the Marvel film series. And his other movie credits include Rush, Red Dawn, The Cabin in the Woods, Vacation, and In the Heart of the Sea. And he was cast in the 2016 sci-fi comedy Ghostbusters. A reboot of the 1980s films, and he's fucking hilarious in those.
Oh yeah, everyone hated that.
I didn't hate those movies at all.
Yeah, I thought they were fun.
I mean, it wasn't... Look, not
it wasn't going to win an award, but
yeah,
I thought it was goofy.
I enjoyed it. It was better than it, like, could have been.
Yeah. Could have been real bad.
Yeah.
I liked it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really funny in that.
Up next, we've got... And up last, actually, we got Steve Wozniak, who turns 68 years old, and I love saying his name.
Wozniak!
Steve Wozniak. Born in 1950, he is one of the founders of Apple Incorporated. Alongside Steve Jobs, he invented the Apple I and Apple II computers. He also pioneered the microcomputer revolution. Basically, he actually really created these things.
He invented apples.
He did. And Steve Jobs
Suck it, Sir Isaac
helped design them.
Do you hear what I said?
I
said, suck it, Newton.
Thank you for telling me again.
You're welcome. You're gonna let that slip past you? Steve Wozniak invented the apple, not you.
Not Newton.
Who wasn't born on Christmas.
I like to call him Pig Newton.
He was born in January.
We're not getting into this right now.
You guys gotta go back and watch that episode. It's like January something.
So, it is our last birthday is Gigi the Frog, who likes ornate and black things. Continuing on with our goth goth animals. C doesn't like anything sporty though, so make sure don't get her any tennis rackets.
No sports.
No sports. No sports allowed. Sports. And that's it for
we got that out of our system.
birthdays.
Got that out of our system.
I'm just gonna start yelling boys again.
Boys.
Boys.
We yelled that today at the gas station.
We did.
Because there was like a bunch of derby
There were
people.
a bunch of boys there.
Bunch of race car boys.
They were like...
Getting some fuel and snacks for the road.
DTP rally, and it was Disturb the Public.
Disturb the Peace.
Disturb the Peace rally team.
Yeah.
And I just giggled the whole time.
Bunch of car boys.
I was like, all right, car boys.
Car boys. Well, let me show you what I've done so far since you have been chit-chatting.
I've been chit-chatting a bit.
All right, so I'm working my way downtown. So, okay, so we got all the red flowers here, and it goes into orange, and it goes into yellow, so I'm going to do yellow all the way down.
Okay.
And I'll probably do some special flowers around my house, because I'm the mayor!
I'm the mayor!
And then I finished this section up over here that I was working on.
Okay.
That was, like, pinks, and then that lavender, like, white color.
I like it.
So this is all finished up in here, and I got a little path to go up here.
Nice.
So yeah, this is all finished now.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'm just putting the colors around, and then the top part is finished too.
Okay.
So yeah, this is still my like little like storage area over here, so still working over here. But it's coming along. I plan on having all this stuff done before we close out for the year, so.
Alright, cool.
We're gonna work extra hard on it.
Well, the town's nice. Maybe for October we can focus on our house.
Yeah, so if we can get like the town finished by October, I'm gonna work on our house in October. And then we can cozy up.
Cozy on
up. But today's Saturday, so
that means it's time to jam.
We're gonna get some jams.
Jamming time.
Wait, let me make sure I have room in my pockets. Because I know if you don't have room, he won't give it to you.
Oh yeah, you got plenty of room.
Hey, Rhonda. She's here like every week.
I know. She's hanging out all the time now.
All right, Brian, what are we going to give him? All right. Or what are we going to ask for tonight?
I think we should get KK Samba.
KK Samba.
Samba. DJ. Samba. I fucking love Samba de Amigo. So today's KK Samba. Got a party.
All right. Let's do it to it.
And guys, you know what? We really appreciate you hanging out with us, and we will see you tomorrow for more Forest Life.
Bye. Everyone.
Me,